I said how much time again you have taken? You can make one for until
All right, good evening everyone. My name is Vanessa Ward and I'm currently serving as your president for the Food Science Club. Thank you for attending our General Body Meeting / Black History Month celebration. Today we have a speaker, Dr. Johnson Tumba, talk about his career goals and what he had to go through during the industry and things. But before we call him up, we will talk about just hit a couple of types of business.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome again. Vanessa Ward just welcomed you as the new president of the Food Science Club. So let's hear it from Askia Muhammad, who is taking this semester off. And so Askia left Vanessa trained very well and in good hands. So she's here with us as the new president. But I just wanted to welcome each of you, first and foremost, to our Black History Month celebration. I know all of us are aware that the month of February is Black History Month. Now years ago, about 11 years ago, we started this journey where we, as a food science club, made sure that we stopped and helped our students think about the food scientists who have played a significant role in the industry. A lot of our students, when we started this journey, didn't even know that Famous Amos was an African American, and a lot of other food industry individuals who they can be one day, right? And in terms of the progress that we have made as a department over the years, over 11 years now, where we have celebrated this, but also a milestone event in the history of our department is the 50 years as the Department of Food and Animal Sciences. Now, one of the reasons Dr. Satumba is here this afternoon is when we had our celebration in October, I had requested him to be one of our keynote speakers, and of course, Dr. Satumba, he'll tell us a little bit about his journey, is a world traveler, and he was out of the country at that time, would not be available. So I said, okay, we'll continue in this celebration for a whole year because 50 doesn't end till October 1st of 2020. So we said we will do something in the spring and we will bring him back. So thank you, Dr. Satumba, for volunteering to come and talk to us about your journey as an African-American food scientist and also your success in your career as an African-American food scientist in the industry. So without further ado, I want to thank each of you for coming. And I know we have quite a few of the underclassmen, which I'm happy as well, because I know most of the time some of you kind of trek from across campus, especially in this kind of weather, is hard. But we appreciate all of you coming, and I'm sure there'll be a few other individuals who'll show up. But for that, I want to also thank our 50 FAS committee, as well as the department, for providing you with a soul food lunch, as well as a wonderful 2 cakes, red velvet cakes. So we have Miss Carlene Bailey, some of you know, who was our caterer for today, and I'm sure you all will enjoy the food, and Vanessa will tell you about the menu in a little bit. So again, thank you all for coming, and welcome to this 50 FAS as well as Black History Month celebration for the Department of Food and Animal Sciences and Food Science Club. Thank you.
Dr. Rickies, while you are sitting down, we did want to congratulate you for winning the William B. Cruz Award. This is an award given to an IFT member who teaches, it's an honor IFT member who has achieved excellence in teaching in food and science and technology. So again, let's turn if you guys did not know, it was kind of last minute, but we did have a skate night with the president. I want to thank everybody that came out. Again, for unforeseen circumstances, Askia had to leave. So this was kind of something for me, Shauna Reed, and Sydney, just, to get with you guys and, come and mix and mingle with us. We do plan on having something else later on, probably March or April, so just make sure you're on the lookout. Next we'll have Don Nash and Aisha.
So hi everyone, I'm Don Nash, y'all treasurer for this school year.
And my name is Aisha Callahan, and I serve as the assistant treasurer.
So this coming Friday, we're gonna have a membership drive to up everyone's dues. So I've been with everyone that pays, so please everyone pay their $10 for this spring semester.
So the purpose of this membership drive is to encourage the students that are food science majors and probably aren't food science majors but are interested in learning more about food science and joining the club. So as an incentive to do that, we're going to be setting up outside of cases tomorrow morning from 9 to 11 a.m. To encourage people to come out and sign up. We'll be accepting dues through Cash App and physical cash. And anyone who signs up will receive a Krispy Kreme donut. And if you bring a friend who decides to sign up, both of you will receive a Krispy Kreme donut. So if that's not an incentive to come, then I don't know what is. But see us tomorrow.
And with our Valentine's Day fundraiser, we came out with $56.72.
We'll have Zaquavius Willis, our IFTSA liaison.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Zaquavius Willis, our IFTSA liaison. I try to set up a little timeline with this slide. We have the feeding tomorrow, undergraduate and graduate scholarships coming up on March 2nd. And on March 5th, we have the competition deadlines for the Excellence in Leadership Awards, undergraduate research competition, and the graduate research video competition as well. And the big date is the March 20th through 21st dates, which is we're hosting the Southeast Section area meeting. We need volunteers on deck. This is a big thing we're hosting Clemson, Florida, UGA, Florida, UGA. I don't know if Tuskegee is coming as well, but we're hosting the University of Tuskegee, sponsored by IIT. So come out, volunteer, sign up, see me or anyone on the college board, on the board to sign up for volunteers. And that is all.
Hello everyone. My name is Lindsay Lamb and I serve as Miss Food Science for this academic. Hello everyone. My name is Lindsay Lamb and I serve as this year's Miss Food Science. As far as volunteering at MLK, so far we only have 2 people. So we're going to extend the deadline to February 27th to try to volunteer. The background check is $15 instead of the initial $5 because the background checks cannot come from the police station, but they have to go through Huntsville City School. And also I have the instructions. It's kind of not a long process, but just to get to the actual background check, it does take just a little couple of steps. So again, the deadline is now next week. If you guys want the instructions to volunteer, come and see me and I will send it to you.
Next we have Sean Penn.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sean Hinton. I'm the senior representative. This past semester, we had a community service event at Harvest Church. It's my home church. It was a great turnout, and we actually got done in half the time. We can always use more hands, so instead of every month, it's been postponed until April. So it'll be every other month now. So yeah, next time will be April. It's the second Sunday of every month, and
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sydney Jackson and I am your Vice President. So as you all know, we have this Bulldog Buddy program, which is basically a program where underclassmen and upperclassmen can come together and just bond, just have a big brother, big sister. So basically what we have this semester is, earlier this semester there was an email sent out just basically as a review of how everything went last semester. That email will be sent out once again in case anybody missed it. And included in that survey was like a poll of what kind of group activity you all would like to see, such as bowling, skating, community service, and there's also a separate area where you can have or put another idea that you have. We can also put that in the group lead, just so everybody can see it in case anybody misses it once again. And I just would like to highlight some on-campus activities that are going on. This is recent because you don't always have to wait for us to set up a bonding activity. You can always invite your mentor or mentee. Something that's going on campus, so you don't necessarily need a ride. So some things that are coming up, I know we have a couple people in here that are in Man Up. So you can invite them to an event that's going on at Dave & Buster's tomorrow. We have a couple of women's basketball games that are going on in Elmore Gym. The next one is February 22nd. And we also have Tea on the Hill in Night Complex. I can't remember the woman's name, but she's prominently known. She will be coming and speaking, and that's March 19th at 12:30 p.m. And once again, all of these emails were sent to your personal school email, so all the information should be in there, but if you have any direct questions, you can see.
May not know me, but my name is Shauna Brown, and I am the second vice president for the Food Science Club. So I'm just here, and I'm also a graduate student in the department. So I'm just here to call up the class reps as we're going to do a presentation on Black scientists.
Good afternoon, my name is Jack English. I'm the junior representative for the Food Science Club. And today I'll be doing a short slide on Dr. Booker T. Watley. Dr. Booker T. Watley was born November 5th, 1950 in Calhoun County. He passed away on September 3rd, 2005 in Montgomery, Alabama. Dr. Watley was one of the pioneers of the sustainable agriculture in the post-World War II era. After receiving his bachelor's degree in agriculture from the University of Alabama A&M, after he received his degree, he was drafted into the U.S. Army. Where he was sent in the Korean War, where he was sent and put in charge of hydroponic agricultural farm, which that farm provided safe, nutritious food for those soldiers. After his time in the Army, well, let me go back one step, he was also a professor at the University of After his time in the Army, he did attend Rutgers University, where he got his PhD or his doctorate degree, and then he returned back to Alabama A&M, where he received his law degree in 1989. Dr. Watley is most known for his regenerative farming plan, which is called the Watley Plan, which focuses on showing the farmers how to make $100,000 off just farming 25 acres of land. And that's my presentation this time.
Good afternoon again. My name is Sean Hinton, the senior representative. My name is Sean Hinton. I'm the senior representative, and I'll be presenting on John E. Hodge. He was born on October 12, 1914, in Kansas City, Kansas. He received his AD degree in 1936. He received his master's in 1946 and 1960 at Brandon University and Federal Executive Institute. He was a professor of chemistry at Western University in Kansas, and he served for the USDA for 40 years of service and research at the Nodgen Regional Research Center in Peoria, Illinois. He received Superior Service Award and 2 Research Team Awards while with the USDA, and in his retirement, he was a big advocate for Black students in the STEM field, more specifically for chemistry. And he passed away on January 3rd, 1996.
Good afternoon. My name is Alton Chambers, and I'm the sophomore representative for the Food Science Club. Today I'll be giving a presentation on Lloyd Hall. Before modern preservatives, a lot of foods were preserved using pickling, fermentation, drying, and such as this. But a lot of times it didn't give you the desired flavor nor the desired condition for the after effects of that preservation of that food. And Lloyd came up with various ways to make sure that that did not happen again. He had over 59 different patents that allow for the preservation of different types of food overall. And he guaranteed the safety of those actual consumptions of the food after the fact. In 1932, he created a way in which to preserve meats and such through using sodium nitrate and nitrite, and using those conjectures to form tiny crystals to stop the nitrogen from spoiling the food. And in later parts of his life, he also invented different ways to stop with the spoiling of foods that come from fats and oils as well. And for the latter parts of his years, he served with the United Nations, where he served as a consultant for different developing countries and helping them learn more safer ways for preserving their food overall. And he died there in terms of working there in 1930s. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lauren Moyer, and I'm the freshman rep. And I did my presentation on Joseph Lee. He was born in 1849 in Boston and died in 1905 in Boston. He spent most of his life in Boston. His background is in working in bakery. He didn't have an educational background, didn't go to college. But he also, he was an entrepreneur, and he owned 2 restaurants in the late 1890s. And he saw a frustration himself that a lot of wasting of bread. And so he created a bread making machine. It was used to tearing, crumbling, and grinding up bread into crumbs. It was more efficient and hygienic. And the bread comes for use in different dishes like pork chops, fish fry. And so he also patented, and after that, the Boston Bread Company took over his machine.